We're all set up here at the Iowa State Fairgrounds outside of Des Moines. And this is a huge complex. They have 2,300 sites here. So pretty much anytime you come when it's not the state fair, you're guaranteed to get a spot. We booked ahead online, $32 a night for the off-season camping spots, and it's got full hookups. Some have 50 amp and no sewer. Some have 30 amp and sewer, so we took the 30 amp sewer site. We're here for 2 nights, and on the way in on the highway, we saw some billboards for some really fun things. So I think we're gonna have a good time here in Iowa over the next couple days. Now, just one note for you. I know the chances that you will ever be camping at the Iowa State Fairgrounds are very slim. But if you do come here, make sure you come in on Dean Road and look for the blue campground side. There's lots of gates and entrances to the Iowa State Fairgrounds. It's a really large complex, so make sure you go down Dean Road. We did not have any instructions. We went in the wrong gate. We had to call, get other directions. So just a little tip for you. So one of the things that we saw in a billboard on the highway coming in was the Bridges of Madison County. You might have heard of this from the movie from 1995. It was also a book in 1992. That's where I had heard of it from, but I didn't know that they were in Iowa. So about 45 minutes south of the campground here is the little town of Winterset, where some of the covered bridges are. The Madison County doesn't have the most covered bridges in Iowa, but it is the most famous because of that movie. So we're gonna head down there, and then some other fun things to see in Winterset as well. And hey, on our way to Winterset, we're gonna stop at Tommy's Express Car Wash. If you, way a long time ago when we were in Delaware, I talked about Tommy's. They are the only chain I've ever found that will accept dually pickup trucks because they have a flat conveyor belt system, and you can kind of drive in there and park, and then it will feed your dually through. Most automatic car washes will not accept dualies because they're so wide. Hey, it worked. Tommy's came through. The only dually car wash. Plus, they were having a deal. We got 30 days free something trial membership. Awesome.
Which we'll use again around Lancaster, PA.
Yeah, we're going to be through Lancaster pretty soon. Put it up on the seat. Looks good.
Here, chirping.
He's not very happy. We're here. So our first stop in the little town of Winterset, Iowa, before we get to the covered bridges, is this house, which is the birthplace of someone you all know and love. It's John Wayne, or the Duke's birthplace. 1907, he was born here in Iowa. There's a real nice birthplace museum right next door. It's $20 to get into the museum. We got here right before closing, and the docent actually said, you know, it's probably not worth you paying to go through the whole thing since we're closing pretty soon. But there's a movie in there, documentary, and you can get a tour inside the house if you pay for the ticket. But we're just gonna walk around the outside. Not all of the bridges of Madison County are drivable. Some of them are on walking paths or in parks. This Cutler-Donahue Bridge is in Winterset City Park, and there's some other cool things in this park to see too.
Sundial Center.
Oh, okay. Nice hedge maze.
There, yeah.
We love a good hedge maze. There's a nice one here at Winterset Park. When our kids were little, they were crazy for mazes. We used to do these kind of things whenever we could find them. Jason found it. Nice little campground here at the park as well. At the bottom of the loop road around Winterset Park is this cute little tower called Clark Tower. It looks like it's a observation point to maybe see the town. It was a long, windy dirt road up to here, but it's a nice spot. Cool. Oh, okay. Much like Nebraska, I did not expect Iowa to be so green and hilly. We're just saying it reminds us of upstate New York, where we lived for a long time. That's not 78. All of the bridges that we've seen in Madison County so far have these fire retardant tanks in them, some sort of fire extinguisher system.
It is astonishing how many sites there are here. The scale of it. This is epic. They apparently have so many people here, they double and quadruple these up during the fair itself. They'll just jam them all together around the sites.
Yeah, when we checked in, the office lady said that we could park anywhere we want to and pull through, but when the fair is here, they've got like 4 RVs at all of these sites. They're kind of quad sites that go around a little water spigot.
I think she was even saying they help them, or they make sure they're just parked very tightly. Also the sense that the people that come here during the fair, they're repeat. They know.
They know what it is.
There's kind of the feel to some of these places where you can tell that you're not from there. These people know what they're doing. You got your 8-pack here, 4 to a side. It's impressive. As you can tell, we are so impressed by the Iowa State Fair RV setup here.
And these are all first come, first served sites. There's no site numbers on these. You got 2,300 rigs coming in here trying to snag a spot, and it's not like this is level. There's like rolling hills here. There's like electrical panels down in the gulch.
Electrical panels like going sideways. It's like a Dr. Seuss campground here. I just keep expecting, all these crazy like animals pulling carts that have curlicues on them and stuff here. It's great.
Moines is the capital of Iowa, so we've come down to the state capitol building. I know a lot of you, when I do this tour, are saying, what could be more boring than visiting a state capitol? But these are seriously free history and art museums. They're gorgeous inside, and this Iowa building, I think, is the most epic and grand that we have ever seen. This gold dome and the side domes just make it look so Eastern European and majestic that it looks like it's right out of Russia or Budapest or something. I'm excited to see inside of here.
This is our 1857 Constitution. It's 40 pages long, so it's the second shortest in the country.
This is definitely the most ornate state house in the country. Even the sign downstairs said so. Now, the woman downstairs, when we got our self-guided brochure, she said, whatever you do, don't miss the law library. So we're going to go there next. And now we're in Hogwarts. Look at these old card catalogs they're still using.
Well, I don't think they're using them.
You could use them though, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If I had lived in Des Moines when I was homeschooling my kids, I would have brought them here just to sit and work on their schoolwork here in the library. How inspiring.
Does it make you exhausted?
You're strictly only allowed to go up into the Capitol Dome if you're with a guided tour.
So we slipped into one.
We glommed onto this homeschooling group tour that's here. And because we're homeschoolers, we felt like we were okay to jump in. So all of the artwork that's up here on the second floor, the paintings and the statues and the mosaics, have connections to different virtues, values, and concepts. Like the paintings are agriculture, history, commerce. The statues are literature and fame, and there's different mosaics here for different virtues. So really, really beautifully done here.
See the reflection on the globe? It's painted on there.
Yeah.
I think I
I
just noticed something. You see the reflection here on the
globe.
On the globe, and it's painted on there.
It's Iowa.
Yep. That's very clever. There's no way that's not intentional.
This is our favorite one here, the hunter and the shepherd.
Yeah, it's interesting. It goes from the most primitive to arguably the most sophisticated that you can have art.
And Iowa also has their Liberty Bell reproduction on display out in the parking lot outside of the State House. We've talked about these before. There was reproductions made of the Liberty Bell in 1950, and they were sent out to all of the states and a few territories, I think. And not all of the states still have them on display, but we have seen several around the country.